According to recent data, nearly half of Americans want to and or have attempted to lose weight in the last year. And as a dietitian nutritionist, I know that weight can play a vital role in how we look and feel in our body, including how confident we are. So even though I consider myself a mindful eating based anti-diet dietitian, I am by no means anti-weight loss. Although it's not the only measure of health, it can be one small measure of health. However, in the last 6 years or so of being a dietitian and working one-on-one with clients, I've found that overemphasizing weight loss when it comes to our health and wellness goals can at best be unhelpful and at worst be detrimental to our mental and physical well-being. So in today's coffee chat, I'm going to break down why weight loss goals don't work and what you can do instead to make your health and wellness goals come easier, faster, and more efficiently without obsessing and stressing over weight. If you have an idea for our next coffee chat, whether it be nutrition, fitness, or more of the mental health aspect of health and wellness, let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys, and I want to make sure I'm answering the topics that you care about so I can help you on your health and wellness journey. So take a sip of coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking. I'm having some coffee with Ovasitol scooped in to balance my blood sugar, one of my Body Armor lights to match the background. It's in dragon fruit berry, so tell me what you're drinking in the comment section below. All right. Why do weight loss goals not work? And when I say not work, essentially I'm meaning they don't work in the long term. They may work in the short term, but to me, that's not the end goal. Reason number one why weight loss goals do not work in the long term is because they're not tangible and actionable goals. They're outcome-based goals, which essentially means you are reaching for the stars, you are wanting a result, but you're not focusing on the actions and habits and routines that it takes to get to that goal. Reason number two that I find weight loss goals tend to not work very well is because weight is fluctuating for more reasons than just fat loss and fat gain. Over time, your weight is going to fluctuate day to day, week to week, and month to month, depending on what's going on in your body. So for women, sometimes that is during your menstrual cycle, you retain anywhere from 1/2 pound to 5 pounds. And this is simply usually because of hormonal fluctuations, right? Sometimes on days where you have more sodium or less sodium, you can also retain water because of this. When you're dehydrated, like maybe you did a big CrossFit gym workout and you didn't drink any water, hopefully you don't do that, but if you did, that can make you lose pounds in even a couple of hours because you're dehydrated, not because you lost fat. And other things like stress and sleep can play a minor role in your electrolyte balance, which can thus affect weight loss. So as you can tell, there's a lot of things that come into the picture that aren't just weight. And so when we focus too much on those fluctuations, what you're really focusing on is stuff that doesn't really matter to the big picture, and you're getting discouraged because of it. Which leads me to reason number three why weight loss goals tend to not work is because it leads oftentimes to black and white thinking and discouragement. When we have these inevitable fluctuations and things that we can't necessarily control, like weight, it tends to get really discouraging really quickly when we see fluctuations on the scale. I find that clients of mine that weigh in every day, every other day, or even like up to 3-4 times a week are often the ones that get the most discouraged the quickest. And discouragement usually inevitably leads to giving up on your goals and just throwing in the towel, saying, why is it worth it? I might as well just give up altogether. I would rather you be imperfect and continuously working on your health than be perfect for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then fall off for 6 months to a year and then try again the next year. Small consistency over time really plays a big role in our overall health, and that's, I think, what matters the most. So if weight loss goals tend to not work, what do you do in these instances where you have a goal that's maybe a number or something external that maybe you feel like you have less control over? This is called an outcome-based goal, something that you want to see a result from from or an outcome from. And I'll give you a couple examples of this with weight and health in mind, and also some external lifestyle examples. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to get more toned. I want to look jacked. And a couple lifestyle ones. I want to make $100,000 a year. I want to be at 1 million subscribers by 2025. I want to move to Paris. Trust me, I don't want to move to Paris. I'm totally happy in Colorado, but again, these are all hypotheticals. So here's what I want you to do with these goals. You are not bad for having outcome-based goals, but what you need to do once you have those dreams and aspirations is break them down into tangible habits and steps. Actions that you can take every single day and every week so you can consistently see results to end up at that outcome. Number one, we already did it, but you want to identify what the goal is. So this is our outcome-based goal. This is where you dream big and you think of what you want to be happy, fulfilled, to feel stronger, to feel better, and to live your best life. Number two, you need to break it down deeper. What are the actions and steps and habits that would get you to that goal? So taking weight loss into consideration. Say you want to lose 20 pounds. What is going to help you get there? That could be increasing your fruits and vegetables, increasing your protein intake to 100 grams a day. Could be exercising 3 to 5 times a week, doing some strength training and some yoga. And maybe you're under a lot of stress and you think that's contributing to your weight loss, so you want to lower stress as well. I just did this with myself for my fitness goals and my YouTube goals. I said, by the end of the year, I want to have 50,000 subscribers. So how would I actionably make that happen? I could make sure I'm posting once a week on YouTube. I could break that down further by making sure that I'm making scripts on a regular basis. I'm considering hiring an editor or making videos that require a little less editing so it eases the amount of time that I need to upload consistently. All these things you can see are contributing factors to your goal and will get you to the goal without focusing on, okay, the only way I'm successful is if I get this goal. And it's more dreaming in that sense than it is taking action. So in this step in particular, I want you to make a big list of all the contributing factors that could come into play to reach that overarching goal, whether it's weight loss or getting stronger or, whatever other lifestyle goal you have. Now I want you to break it down to pick 1 to 3 things that you can do off of that bigger list. The reason why I want you to do this is because we can easily get caught up in all of the steps that it takes and know exactly what to do to get to those goals, right? Like, I know probably what it takes to get more subscribers and what it takes to get stronger. But I know also realistically that in this chapter of life, especially because I have a 8-month-old at home, that I can't do every single thing perfectly, at least not all at once. I can slowly start to tackle the list of habits and get there eventually, but not all in one swoop. It's just too overwhelming for most people, unless maybe you're Andrew Huberman. Even him, I think, probably needs to break it down step by step. So start with 1 to 3 things that you can really master, and then you can always advance and move on to new goals to reach your end goal later. Next step to this, and no, we're not done yet, is for you to review those 1 to 3 things and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being super confident and 1 being not confident at all. How confident do you feel that you can accomplish those goals for the next 2 to 4 weeks? If you rate yourself on an 8, 9, or 10, then that goal is good to go. But if you're rating yourself on a 7, a 6, a 5 even, or lower, I want you to reassess the goal and ask yourself how you can make it a little more simple and easy to tackle. There's no point in having a goal that is just so big that you know you're setting yourself up for failure. That's going to destroy your confidence and make you less likely to continue your health goals and less likely to achieve that outcome. Versus if you tackle a smaller goal that's more manageable, or 2 or 3 of these goals, then you are going to slowly build that confidence and slowly build the habits that it takes to get to your overarching goal. How many times can I say overarching goal? You get me. And your final step to mastering your goals with ease without obsessing and stressing over your weight is to reassess these goals every 2 to 4 weeks and see what you can either continue, advance, or pull back on a little bit. If your goal was to exercise 5 times a week and you only exercised on average 3 times, maybe you want to cut that goal back to 3. And then once you master 3, you can go to 4. And once you master 4, you can advance to 5. Or you can also do this by assessing the amount of time that you want to spend on it. So maybe it's not so easy to get in 5 40-minute workouts, but you can get in 5 25-minute workouts. Some way that you can just pull back a little bit and make it a little more easy, and that way, again, you can build that confidence and that habit. It's easier to build upon a habit that's already there. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, that's better than nothing at all. All right, I hope this video helped you learn some of the action and routine and mindset shifts that you need to tackle your goals without really focusing on just the outcome alone. I know it's frustrating to hear sometimes that's like, don't focus on weight or don't focus on this, but sometimes I find that that advice is too short and just doesn't leave anything to actionably do afterwards. It just makes you feel frustrated and like, okay, so I can't focus on this, but what do I focus on? And this week I really found myself reevaluating my priorities and what I really wanted to do each week to feel like I had a successful week. So this is some of the things that I myself was evaluating both in my health and family goals and also in my goals such as business and YouTube. So I just thought it might be helpful for me to break it down for you so you can find it relevant to whatever goals you're working on, whether it's weight or something else. If you're interested in checking out my favorites, my affiliate links, and just some of the free resources that I offer, check out the description below. I have tons of links that you can look at there. And also make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see me chat about in the future, what questions you have on nutrition and fitness, and what you'd like me to do a coffee chat on. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.